So Apple just came with the AirPods Max, which are an over-the-ear headphone that retail for $549. They come in 5 different colors: white, black, blue, red, and green, and they come with their own charging carrying case. So for the design, I actually think the design is pretty spectacular. I think it looks very sleek, and other than it being sleek, I also think they look incredibly comfortable. So on the Apple website, they mentioned that the headband of the headphones are made of mesh, so you're going to be able to wear those headphones for quite a bit of time. I know that I've had Beats in the past, as well as I have my Microsoft Surface 2 headphones that I currently use right now, and these ones actually hurt my ears just because this part of them right here, not super cushiony. So having that mesh headband is going to be something that will make those those headphones super comfortable to wear for hours at a time. So the mesh is also found in the ear cups as well, and the ear cups are made of a material that they're able to form to your ears. So once again, they are very comfortable. Continuing on with design, they also have telescoping arms. So with these telescoping arms is basically what you see right here on my Microsoft Surface headphones, where you're able to adjust the length of your, I don't even know what to call this, your headband, I guess, to adjust the length of your headband. So apparently with the telescopic arms, they'll be able to stay in place. I know that with my Microsoft Surface headphones, I do love these. I'm not trying to rag on them or even compare them as much, but these ones, they do tend to slide sometimes. The headband won't stay in place. So apparently with the design that Apple made for the AirPods Max, they will be able to stay in place. Lastly, probably my favorite aspect of the design is the digital crown. All of the controls that you want to do, such as adjusting the volume or changing the music or summoning Siri, anything like that, you're going to be able to do it from the digital crown. So I love having that on there. I honestly am not a big fan of touch controls on headphones or even earphones. AirPods, but on headphones, touch controls can be a little bit difficult to maneuver. They're not always the most responsive. So I like that they have that actual tangible piece to be able to adjust the sound. Next, in terms of sound quality, this is obviously something that I can't test because I don't have the headphones, and this is only something you can really know how it sounds if you have it to test. But they do seem to have all the features that the current AirPods Pro have. So they have noise cancellation, as well as they can do the transparency feature. They have that spatial, oh my god, I don't know. Basically surround sound, the spatial, I pronounced it correctly before and I just completely forgot the pronunciation. I sound really stupid, but that audio, which makes it basically sound like surround sound. So they have that in those headphones as well. And then on Apple's website, they also emphasize that they have high fidelity audio. So I was like, what is high fidelity audio? Like, I know what lo-fi is, or I don't even know if I truly know what that is, but I was like, I don't really know what this is, but I see it sometimes. And apparently it just means really high quality sound. So with $549, you're gonna get really high quality sound. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what I think high fidelity audio is. I'm sure it's a lot more technical than I just described it to be, but I think at its base, its minimum, for what it is, it just means really high sound quality. And then continuing on with that sort of AirPods theme of the previous models, you are going to be able to have that on tracking feature where basically if you lift up an air cup or if you take your AirPods Max off, then it's going to play, or not play, it's going to pause the music. Okay, so now that I've spoken a little bit about the design and the sound quality, I want to tell you guys about my own thoughts and opinions, just because that's usually the way I do these videos. But firstly, I want to talk about the price. So with the price, I actually want to talk more about the comparisons. So for me, when I think of headphones, I think of 3 different competitors in this space. The first one being Bose. So when I think of Bose, I think of really high quality headphones that a lot of video editors and podcasters use. They've really taken control of that market where they have that high end audio where people know that they're going to be able to use Bose for sound, and Bose literally specializes in sound. It is pretty much all they do. They make speakers, they make in-ear buds, they make everything for sound. So when I think of sound, I think of Bose. Next, something that's a little comparable to Bose, I would say, is Sony. Sony, once again, they make a ton of different products, but I do think that they also have a pretty big space in the market with sound, and they have quite a few headphones on the market as well. And then lastly, this is what Apple owns, but Beats. So when I think of Beats, I think of music production. So I think that they have that sort of market in there where people will use Beats either if they're into music production, or I think if they're the average consumer, just because they are a little bit cheaper than the other brands that I did mention. So obviously these headphones are a little over half a grand, which is absurd to me. But I decided to look and see what the most expensive headphones were in all of these brands that I just mentioned. So with Beats, the most expensive headphones in the Beats line is the Beats Studio 3, and those are $349. And then with Bose, the noise canceling line that they have ranges from $229 to $449, being their most expensive one. And then with Sony, there is a $349 noise canceling headphone as well. So as you can see, none of those headphones are $549, and in fact, even the most expensive Bose one is still $100 less. I personally can't really figure out how they got $549. Like, I understand, you know, it's a matter of materials that go into it, a matter of production. There are so many things that go into making a product, but $549 for a top-of-the-line headphone just sounds a bit absurd to me, in my opinion, when even the most expensive headphone from Bose are $449. So in terms of competitors and pricing, I'm a little bit confused as to why Apple priced it like that, but hey, you know, they always make their money, so I'm not gonna question it, but I guess I am in this entire video. Anyways, so the next thing I want to talk about is something that I kind of mentioned when I was discussing the different brands and competitors of the Apple AirPods Max is, who are these for? So usually when I think of sound, as I mentioned before, I think about music producers, video editors, and podcasters. I did not see any of that on the Apple website. I'll have to do a double check, but I did not see them mention anything about, we're making this for music producers, we're making this for video editors, we're making this for podcasters. I didn't see any of that on the website, and it seemed like they were just kind of throwing these headphones out there, and then whoever was interested in them would buy them. So not really sure who these are priced towards or even made towards. You know, I would say that they're made towards the average consumer, but I don't really think so because they're priced a bit too high for that. If you're spending over half a grand, you're probably not the average consumer and you need headphones for a more specific purpose. So if you're able to figure out who they're pricing these towards, let me know. Because I really don't know. And then lastly, this is something that I saw someone that I follow on Twitter that she mentioned, a YouTuber that I watch, but she was like, the name. How do you guys feel about them being called AirPods? Are you guys like, this is weird that they're calling them AirPods even though they are literally like over your ears and super big? Or are you like, no, it makes sense, they're AirPods, you know? I don't know. I'm not offended by it. I didn't have any thoughts about it until I read that tweet and I was like, oh, I don't know. And then finally, in terms of my final thoughts, overall, I think these are actually really nice and appealing looking headphones. I think Apple, you know, they know how to do design, they know how to make things look gorgeous. I think they did fabulous with that. And then along with that, the comfortability, it sounds like they're very comfortable headphones, which I think could be a great selling point. But really overall, I think that they are overpriced. I can't figure out who they are targeting these towards. And I think paying $549 for some headphones that are probably just as good or maybe worse, I don't know, than Bose headphones is a little bit, you know, like, why would I do that? But of course, Apple has Apple fanboys and fangirls and people who will buy Apple products no matter what. So they'll be able to sell a ton of these headphones, you know, no matter what, no matter if I make this video or not, basically. Of course, the true test is really the sound quality, and you know, I don't have them here, I can't do that. So that will be really what determines if these are better or worse than all of the other competitors on the market. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which is going to be the Apple Fitness Plus review. I'm going to review that for a full week, and it comes out tomorrow, so I'm really excited. So stay tuned for that next video, and I will see you guys in that one.